Have you ever caught yourself stumbling a bit while turning around too quickly, or felt wobbly just getting out of bed in the morning? You might have brushed it off, thinking, it's just age, or I must be tired today. But here's the truth. Losing your balance isn't just a natural part of getting older, and it's often caused by things we can change. In fact, doctors say that nearly all balance issues in older women come down to 8 avoidable mistakes, and most people don't even realize they're making them. Stick around, because mistake number 4 is something most doctors never mention, but it could quietly be increasing your fall risk every single day. And hey, if you're new here, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this with a friend who might benefit. Let's support each other in living well, staying strong, and aging with confidence. Let's have a real heart-to-heart for a moment. As we get older, balance becomes more than just a physical issue. It affects our freedom, our independence, and even our confidence. I've spoken to so many women, friends, clients, family, who say they feel nervous going upstairs, avoid walking on uneven ground, or skip social events because they fear a fall. It's heartbreaking, and it doesn't have to be this way. I remember my friend Linda, she's 74 now. A few years ago, she had a minor trip in her garden that shook her confidence completely. She started walking slower, holding walls, even avoiding her beloved morning walks. But once we pinpointed a few hidden mistakes in her routine, she bounced back stronger than ever. Today, we're breaking down 8 common sneaky balance mistakes older women make and how to fix them with simple, empowering steps. Whether you're worried about your balance or just want to stay steady for years to come, this video is for you. Let's dive in. Mistake number 1. Ignoring foot strength. Your feet are your body's foundation. Every step, every change in direction, every time you catch yourself from tripping, it all starts from the ground up. Yet for many older adults, foot strength is one of the most overlooked aspects of balance and stability. As we age, our foot muscles naturally weaken, especially if we spend most of our time in soft, cushioned shoes or slippers. While these may feel comfortable, they don't challenge the foot muscles to stay strong or engaged. Over time, this leads to instability, poor proprioception, your body's ability to sense where it is in space, and a much higher risk of losing balance on uneven surfaces like sidewalks, stairs, or grass. Real-life example. Take Maria, age 70, who realized she couldn't balance on one leg for even 10 seconds. With just 5 minutes a day of toe curls and barefoot exercises on carpet, her balance improved noticeably in 3 weeks. Maria's story shows how quickly your body can respond to the right kind of focused attention. It doesn't require fancy equipment or long workout sessions. Just a few targeted movements like picking up a towel with your toes, stretching your arches, or practicing standing barefoot on carpet can wake up those small, stabilizing muscles that keep you steady. Even better, these exercises help retrain your brain and nervous system to pay closer attention to your feet. This reconnects the communication loop between your lower body and your balance center in the brain. If you've been feeling a little wobbly lately, don't ignore your feet. They might be the silent culprits and the secret to getting your confidence back. But what if the problem isn't your feet at all, but what's happening higher up? Mistake number 2. Not engaging the core. Think of your core like a tree trunk. If it's weak, the branches, your arms and legs can't stay steady. This central part of your body is the foundation that supports every movement you make. Whether it's reaching for something on a shelf, standing up from a chair, or simply walking across the room. Without a strong core, your whole body struggles to maintain balance. Many older adults immediately think of core exercises as sit-ups or other painful, strenuous workouts. But the core is much more than that. It includes your lower back, pelvis, and the deep abdominal muscles that wrap around your middle like a natural corset. These muscles are essential for keeping you upright and steady on your feet. Here's a simple way to feel your core engaging. try standing with your feet together. Lift one leg slightly off the ground and gently pull your belly button towards your spine. This small movement wakes up those deep core muscles and helps you understand how to use them to support your balance. Imagine your body like a sunflower, strong roots and a sturdy stem help it stay upright even in strong winds. Your core muscles act like that sturdy stem, keeping you balanced when life throws little challenges your way. You're not alone if the word core sounds intimidating or if you haven't thought much about these muscles before. The good news is that tiny tweaks and gentle activation can make a huge difference. You don't need a gym or special equipment, just awareness and small, consistent movements. By gradually strengthening your core, you'll find yourself more stable, more confident, and less likely to lose your balance during everyday activities. Mistake number 3, skipping strength training. As we age, it's normal for muscle mass to decline, a process called sarcopenia. This natural loss doesn't just make you feel weaker, it directly affects your balance and ability to move safely. Weak muscles, especially in the legs and hips, make it harder to steady yourself during everyday tasks like walking, climbing stairs, or even standing up from a chair. The good news is that strength training acts like pressing the pause button on this muscle loss. It doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Even gentle resistance exercises or simple movements done regularly can rebuild muscle strength and improve stability. You might feel intimidated thinking strength training means lifting heavy weights or spending hours at the gym, but it really doesn't. Small, consistent exercises like chair squats, leg lifts, or using light weights can make a huge difference over time. These exercises help your muscles better support your joints and bones, reducing the risk of falls. Real-life example. Dorothy, 76, started using soup cans as weights for simple arm and leg exercises. After 6 weeks, she could get up from her couch without using her hands. Dorothy's story highlights how accessible and effective strength training can be. She didn't need fancy equipment or a gym membership, just everyday items and a little dedication. Her increased strength gave her more independence and confidence in her daily life. Remember, it's not about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about building enough strength to keep moving safely and comfortably. Starting small and staying consistent is the key. But even strong muscles can't help if your brain and body aren't in sync, and that brings us to next mistake. Mistake number 4, multitasking while moving. This is a surprising but important mistake that many people overlook. Doctors rarely mention it, but multitasking while moving is actually a leading cause of stumbles and falls among older adults. It happens when your brain tries to divide its attention between walking or any movement and another task like texting, talking, or even thinking deeply. This phenomenon is called dual task interference. Essentially, your brain can only focus well on one challenging thing at a time. When you try to do 2 things simultaneously, like walking and texting, it causes your balance and awareness to drop, increasing your risk of tripping or losing your footing. For younger people, this might not be as big an issue because their brains can juggle these tasks more efficiently. But as we age, this mental juggling becomes much harder. Imagine walking on a tightrope while reading a book. That's how distracted your brain becomes during multitasking on the move. You need to give your full focus to the act of moving safely, especially when navigating uneven surfaces, stairs, or crowded areas. One simple yet effective way to help your brain stay anchored is to say out loud what you're about to do. For example, saying, "I'm turning now," or "I'm stepping down," helps cue your brain and brings your attention fully to your movement. This little trick grounds your mind and improves your coordination. By learning to slow down and give walking your full attention, you reduce the chance of a dangerous stumble or fall. It may feel a little strange at first, But this mindful approach is a powerful tool for keeping you steady and safe every day. But what if it's not just your brain, but your environment playing tricks on you? That's our next important point. Mistake number 5, relying too much on vision. Our eyes are incredibly helpful when it comes to keeping balance. They provide important information about the environment around us. However, they are only one part of a trio that keeps us steady. Your inner ear and proprioception, which is your body's awareness of where it is in space, also play major roles. When all 3 systems work together, you stay balanced even in tricky situations. The problem is that many older adults, especially those who spend a lot of time indoors, tend to rely mostly on their vision. Watching TV, looking at screens, or walking only on smooth, flat floors trains the body to depend heavily on sight for balance. But what happens when your eyes can't help maybe in the dark, or when you're on uneven ground? This over-reliance can increase the risk of losing balance. Here's a simple challenge to help you feel the difference. Try standing on one foot with your eyes closed. Be sure to do this near a wall or something you can hold on to for safety. You'll notice how much harder it is to balance without your eyes. That's because your inner ear and proprioception are now doing all the work. This shows how important it is to practice and strengthen these other senses. Think of your body like a car relying on GPS for directions. What if the GPS stops working? You'd need to use your own sense of direction to find your way. Similarly, your body needs to use its inner systems, not just your eyes, to maintain balance. By practicing balance exercises that reduce reliance on vision, you help train your inner ear and body awareness, making you steadier and safer in daily life. Mistake number 6, wearing the wrong shoes. When it comes to staying balanced and preventing falls, the shoes you wear play a much bigger role than many realize. It's easy to think that cozy, soft slippers or loose-fitting shoes are comfortable choices at home. But these types of footwear often lack the support and stability your feet need to keep you steady. Soft, floppy slippers may feel warm and comforting, but they are usually unstable and slippery, increasing the risk of a slip or trip right under your own feet. Your shoes are literally your foundation. If they don't have firm soles that grip the ground well, or if the heels are too high or too thin, your chances of losing balance go up significantly. Low-heeled shoes with good traction and support around your ankles help keep your footing secure. Think of them as the boots of a mountain climber, solid, reliable, and built to protect against falls. Many older adults don't realize how much their choice of footwear affects their safety. Wearing the wrong shoes can undermine all the strength and balance work you've done because your feet don't have a solid base. Switching to well-designed walking shoes can immediately improve your stability and confidence, especially when moving on uneven or slippery surfaces. Real life. Story, June, 79. Thought she needed a cane until she switched to supportive walking shoes and felt 10 years younger. June's experience is a great example of how something as simple as the right shoes can transform your mobility and independence. Instead of relying on a cane right away, improving her footwear gave her the support she needed to walk confidently and safely. But what's the point of great shoes if the world around you is filled with hidden hazards? Mistake number 7. Cluttered or unsafe home layout. Your home is meant to be your sanctuary, a place where you feel safe, comfortable, and relaxed. But sometimes, without realizing it, the way our homes are set up can actually create hazards that increase the risk of trips and falls. Things like throw rugs, dimly lit hallways, and cluttered walkways might seem harmless, but they are some of the most common causes of accidents in older adults. A great way to check if your home might have these hidden dangers is to pretend you're a guest visiting for the first time. Walk through each room with fresh eyes and ask yourself, What's in my way? Are there objects or furniture that block clear paths? Are some areas too dark to see well? This simple exercise can reveal surprising obstacles that you may have grown used to, but could be risky. Once you spot these trouble spots, take action. Adding nightlights in hallways and bathrooms is a small change that can make a big difference. Clearing pathways of clutter, whether it's shoes by the door, magazines on the floor, or cords running across rooms, creates safe, easy routes for moving around. And securing rugs with non-slip pads prevents them from sliding unexpectedly underfoot. Making these adjustments isn't just about tidying up, it's about preventing serious injuries. Falls at home can lead to fractures or hospital stays that change your independence and quality of life. These simple, practical steps help protect you every day without much effort. Mistake number 8, avoiding movement out of fear. This might be the most damaging mistake of all, moving less because you're afraid of falling. It's completely understandable to feel cautious after a near miss or even hearing about a fall from a friend or family member. That fear can be very real and very strong. But ironically, it can do more harm than good. When you avoid moving, whether it's skipping your daily walks, cutting back on activities you enjoy, or even limiting simple tasks around the house, your muscles begin to weaken. Your joints can become stiff, and your overall coordination and balance may decline. This creates a vicious cycle. Fear of falling leads to less movement, which leads to weaker muscles, which actually increases the risk of falling. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Breaking free from this cycle is key. The good news is that even gentle, consistent movement can rebuild strength, improve balance, and restore confidence. It doesn't have to be intense exercise. Simple stretches, light walking, or even gardening can make a big difference. The important part is to keep moving in ways that feel safe and manageable. Real-life story. Irene stopped gardening after a scare. But with a fall prevention class and daily stretches, she reclaimed her confidence and is back to tending her roses. Irene's story shows how powerful it is to face fear with small, supportive steps. Taking a class designed for fall prevention not only helped her learn safer ways to move, but also connected her with others facing similar challenges. This kind of encouragement makes all the difference. Motion is lotion. Every step you take today builds strength for tomorrow. Remember, your body was made to move, and with each gentle movement, you're giving yourself the best chance to stay steady, strong, and independent. Let's take a deep breath. We've talked about 8 common balance mistakes, from weak feet and skipped strength training to multitasking and fear-based inactivity. These aren't signs of failure. They're simply chances to adjust, grow, and strengthen the life you deserve. You don't need a gym membership or a personal trainer. Just awareness, tiny actions, and belief that you're never too old to feel steady, strong, and confident. Remember Linda, Dorothy, Irene. These women made simple changes and regained balance, not just physically, but emotionally too. Ask yourself, which of these 8 mistakes have I seen in my own life? Start there. One change, one habit, one strong step forward. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope this video gave you not only insight, but hope and motivation to take care of your amazing self. If something here resonated, leave a comment below. Let's talk about it. What mistake surprised you the most? And if you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. We're building a beautiful, strong community here, and we'd love for you to be part of it. Until next time, stay steady, stay kind to yourself, and keep walking forward.